Ford's kinda slow. Your Pinto needs a window and your Dodge needs a tow. If your oil needs a check-in and you have a couple of seconds, give us a call. Billy Bob's Auto Wrecking. This week at Billy Bob's, we have a bumper crop of 1972 AMC Javelin bumpers, all for the low, low price of $29.95. We have the world's largest collection of lug nuts. We call it the Bucket O' Lug. Find yours today. Hubcaps, buy a set of 2 and get a free car deodorizer shaped like a Christmas tree. Get in any color you like. Smell great. As always, we have suckers for the little junkyard junkies. Come on down. Don't forget to visit Billy Bob's Pet and Zoo out back. It's all right, they don't bite. Y'all come see us. We're at the corner of Chicken Dinner Road and Beeline. Give us a call. 208-555-5555. Ask for Billy Bob. Y'all come back now, here.
I lost the mouse. Couldn't find it to hit the stop button to unmute the microphones.
You're awfully loud in my ear.
Yeah, I am in mine too. It's probably because I was right on top of it. Oh, is that better?
Yeah, you shut your mouth when you talk to me.
Shut your mouth when you talk to me.
Yo.
Well, I'll just turn it down.
Oh, yeah.
Is that better?
Maybe. Mo better.
Mo better.
Moesha, Shenane Lavaqua.
Moesha.
Moesha.
That was a show, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Moesha. Let me start getting stuff set up. So you were saying that you actually... There we go. That you actually watched a couple of the Samurai Jack episodes, huh?
I did. I found them on YouTube. Yep. The artwork is really cool. Unless of course it was the old version that ended, but the Samurai Jack is where he goes back home. He finally gets home.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And he has a girlfriend.
Oh, of course he does.
She's kind of hot.
Of course she is.
I can tell you more, but I don't want to spoil it for you.
Of course you could.
You want me to spoil it for you?
A little bit.
Does it freak you out when I kind of talk like that?
Okay, so skip forward a couple minutes if you're afraid of spoilers.
What?
Yeah, I'm just telling people in the future to skip ahead if they...
Oh, yeah.
Because this is on YouTube.
Nerd alert. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so no, I stumbled across it. I happened to be looking for my favorite guy, Aqua Chigger. That any of you people out there that are into metal detecting, Aqua Chigger, he is the chiznit. Well, no, this guy
That's what she said.
he detects Civil War relics.
Oh, that's right. You showed me some of his stuff. He's actually pretty cool.
He's awesome, and he also helps people, teaches them through using different. He's a Garrett representative, so Garrett is a metal detector brand, and quite frankly, I think it's one of the best ones out there. But there's people that are Mind Lab freaks and whatnot that might like all the other ones.
Hey, it's like Fender or Gibson. Oh, you gotta have
Mind Lab. Well, there's all kinds of brands, but I was reading a story on YouTube because I've become a YouTube junkie over the last
Chevy, I guess. Yeah.
The last 2 months. I've had nothing better to do with my time but surf the internet, be a Facebook stalker, and watch YouTube. Yeah. And let me tell you what, YouTube is a lot more.
You might know more about Jay than I do. Stalker.
Was that her in the
stalker? The
grass hula skirt and the coconut bra? Or was it somebody else?
I believe that was a minion.
Oh, that might have been a man, actually. No, it could have been me. I've worn a grass skirt and a coconut bra once.
I remember.
It kind of feels funky. With it chafes a little. No, I've only stalked Jay a couple times. Let me tell you.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what would be helpful?
What?
If I loaded up the sounds.
You might want to.
We might want sounds to like do the show.
So, are we actually live now?
Yeah, we're live on YouTube right now.
Oh, well, all you people out there, yo. Pat in the house, yo.
Housey house.
In the house.
Yeah, let's do a test one.
Crap from set.
I did not crap on this set.
It works. We don't have another crap from set yet.
Really?
I need to get time working with Jeff and.
I've never crapped on set. Have you?
No, I think Jeff has though.
I think that was an episode I was actually in. Wasn't he snuck out to the bathroom?
He did say, yeah, he's like, I'm doing.
What are you doing? I'm crapping on set.
I don't remember what the code word that he used, but it was like number. He was like, it was
10-200.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
10-100 and 10-200.
That's right.
That's the universal code for pee-pee and poo-poo.
Yep, that is awesome.
Where are you at? I'm 10-200, over.
Roger that.
Roger that.
Roger.
Roger.
It's like, I don't even need a button for that one. I could just, Roger.
Roger.
You know the Star Wars robots?
Yes, I know. Nerd alert.
Don't make me do it.
Do it.
You're going to hate it.
Go ahead.
Oh, Husa Ayusa.
Oh, got it.
I told you. I knew you'd hate it.
Yusa Agufa. Well. I think they use the word Hakuna Matata in there, too.
Which is actually Swahili.
Yes, it is.
And it does.
And that was actually on the Lion King.
Hakuna
Matata.
Yeah, and it does roughly translate to no worries.
Right. No worries. Hakuna Matata.
Yeah.
And I think on Star Wars, the little Anakin Skywalker said, Hakuna Matata to you too, or something. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
He said something else, but it sounded like he said Hakuna Matata.
It totally could have been. It's like the comedian. There's a British comedian. I can't think of his name. But he has this whole segment on, he has this whole skit.
So he's a comedian?
He is. He's
he funny?
He's pretty funny. If you like British humor, which I like British humor, but he has a whole skit on
Benny Hill.
No, it's not Benny Hill.
No, I'm saying that's the kind of humor that I like.
Oh, Benny Hill's
because they're all a bunch of sick-minded
and Red Skeleton.
Red Skeleton was not English.
No, but you like Red Skeleton.
Skeleton.
I say skeleton.
No, he is now.
Right.
For a long
Red Skeleton, excuse me.
Red Skeleton's a skeleton now.
He is now. But no, he's got this whole segment on he does it as karaoke, like screwing up karaoke lyrics. It's like song lyrics that you sing wrong forever, but he's got the song and he's like, forever I thought they were saying this, and he plays it, and you know, now that you've got it implanted in your mind that they're saying whatever the crazy word is, he's like, yeah. Like the oh, that one's bad.
Pour some sugar on me.
No, I do like the meme on that though, where it's a calendar open to May with a pile of sugar on it. Pour some sugar on me.
Hey, lick it up me now. Oh.
Oh, what was there was a lot of good ones that he did, but some of them are kind of dirty.
We got to keep it PG.
I know.
13.
Yeah.
Or is that we can do PG-17.
Let's just say it was the song where she says, "I can't believe you kiss your car at night." Let's just say it might have been like a different name for rooster.
You're right. I know exactly what you're talking about. I knew what you were going to say before you even thought about saying it.
That's keeping it clean.
Yes.
That's keeping it clean. I'll describe it without saying it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is the pre-show. My phone's...
Is that somebody going, I'm here?
I'm here. All right, pre-show is good. We'll talk about more stuff. We'll talk about what we did for dinner and stuff like that. So you're going to read...
Beef is what's for dinner.
Beef is what's for dinner.
So I'm going to read
so you're
1 and 3.
You're going to announce 1 and 3, and you're going to read 1 and 3. Cool.
Yay.
You cool?
I'm so cool, I'm chilling like a villain.
All righty. On this episode of Classless Chat...
Top ramen Pringles.
Can I check my beer, please?
Will you marry me when I get out?
No. Finally, the secret to long life.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what you are about to hear is the future of entertainment. May I present to you Classless Chat with your hosts, Drew and Pat.
That guitar player's talented.
Yes, he is.
What are you laughing at? You just wish
Brag
you had...
much?
Huh?
Brag much?
Brag much?
Welcome all to Patio OMalleys Patio Furniture Emporium and Pub, where you'll enjoy the comfort of fine, handcrafted patio furniture and a fine handcrafted pint. No blarney here.
I still laugh.
You can see the quality of our outdoor furnishings. Our lounge chairs are stout, and so is the ale. This week, when you buy a new patio swing, we'll help you swing even more when we throw in a keg of our finest brew. That's right, at Patio OMalleys, only the finest patio furniture will do. No potatoes here. That's right, no potato. Take a swing at our leprechaun pinata. One smack with Patty Shillelagh and win 50% off your purchase. You'll find us downtown Boise. Call 208-555-5555. That's right, Patio OMalleys, Patio Furniture, Emporium and Pub. You'll find the luck here today. No leprechauns were hurt in the making of this commercial.
That you'll ever know about.
Right. Hey, speaking of patio furniture, we've got the patio furniture back in the housey house. Yay!
Yo.
Where's my sound effect box? I don't know. It's gone. Kids have it.
What do you
somewhere.
need? What do you need?
Like a bunch of people. Yay! It's hard with only two of us. But so yeah, Pat's back. Woohoo!
And Pat's front.
Yeah. Pat's
Look,
stash.
I am wired for sound, man.
He is. He's wired.
You know, I went in and had the surgery, and they installed this really cool on and off switch. In case my grandchildren think that it's fun, they sit there and go, "Papa, off," and they sit there and beat on this button. All it does is beep incessantly.
Beep. Do it. I want to hear it.
Do it.
Let's hear it.
Do it.
Do it.
I've got 10 seconds before I explode.
This message will self-destruct. Uh-oh, did we break it? There it is. Okay. Crisis
Look,
averted.
and I've got good signal, too. I have 3 bars.
Yeah. Yay. Woo. We canceled the self-destruct just in time.
Yes, that'll segue into the movie of the week because, I think these implants are going to explode and my veins will burst.
That's a good point. Oh, you're giving it away. I like it.
I'm not giving anything away.
That's cool. That was good.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Oh, so the funny thing. Okay. So the funny thing. So we had that the 5555. 555. And
Shillelagh.
there's so I actually had a real estate brokerage contact me for recording some phone tree work for them. I was like, yeah, that's cool. We do that here at the studio. No big deal.
I've never seen a phone tree.
Anyway, I'm like, yeah, sure. You know, what kind of script do you want? I have no idea. Crap. All right. Well, I'll write a script for you. That's no big deal. I'll do your job for you. And I'm going down it, and it's like, no big deal.
We just charge $75 an hour.
Yeah. Their phone number ended in 5555.
Well, you know where that came from, don't you?
Well, 555 is the Hollywood. It's like an FCC. It's reserved just so that you can say
it's a phone number for movies.
Yeah.
Any movie out there that transmits or broadcasts a phone number will always be 555.
No.
Or it'll be 555-79 whatever.
Yeah.
But
it just has to be those 3 5s.
Yeah. So a good example of it too is what was the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger? The kid gets the magic ticket, goes into the movie.
It's not a tumor. I don't know.
That sounds like English.
That was horrible.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. That's better. Anyway.
Get down. Stop whining.
Come on and get down.
Don't be a brat or I'll beat you. Oh, no, that almost went Irish.
It did go Irish
Scottish.
at the end or something.
Scottish.
Yeah. Anyway. I don't know. Magic ticket and the kid gets into. Oh. Where's Jim when we need him?
Yeah, the kid goes in and watches a movie and actually gets into the movie itself with a magic ticket. Arnold Schwarzenegger's a cop. Anybody out there listening right now? Quick text.
Jim was supposed to be, and he's not commenting on
Jim's
it.
not here. Neither is Dave.
Oh, there you go. And Honey's not even commenting on this. This is crazy.
Come on, movie nerds.
I don't know. Yeah, whatever. You're on a computer. Look it up. Just open a new tab. Just open a tab. Whatever. We got time.
Do I have tab? I didn't know I had a tab.
There's
here.
a plus tab. Like a plus
I didn't know I
sign.
had a tab here. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, not that kind of tab. No.
Arnold.
I'm charging you for the coffees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenhugen?
Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Movies. Let's see. Well, we've got, well, here's the list. Oh, it's not True Lies, not Total Recall.
No.
There it is. It is Da-da-da-da. Nope, that's not it. Last Stand was a cool movie.
Which one?
Last Stand. That wasn't it, though. Wow, he was in a lot
Jim
of movies.
Fu says Last Action Hero.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay,
Yeah,
Jim
that's the
Fu.
one.
Yeah, he's just walking around, and the kid's sitting there trying to explain to me that if you notice, you're in the movie because all the phone numbers are 555.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Now get out.
I'd almost be intimidated if I wasn't taller than he is.
He's not that short.
He's not that tall.
I found out something that I really didn't know about Arnold Schwarzenegger the other day. Another YouTube.
Oh, all right. He used to lift weights, just in case you didn't know.
he
He
actually
was a bodybuilder.
he actually worked in porn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ew.
You.
He's all sweaty and muscly and naked. Ah,
Ew.
get down. Way down.
I don't know that that's when he was screaming, but
Get off.
no. All
Get
right.
off me.
No. You.
I love you long time, baby.
I almost burned. That almost burned. Oh, horrible.
So Arnold Schwarzenegger isms,
Isms.
the things that he would say.
Isms.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. Get down.
Yeah.
Run to the chopper.
It's
Get
not
in
a-
the chopper.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. No, that's not mine. Take it away. She's not my baby.
Or that is my child. Oh man, that's bad.
Yeah.
Twins.
And
He was in
I
Twins,
don't
too.
know where California is on the map.
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna go there. So you got back. You're back, which is great.
I'm back.
It's great to have you.
You know it, man. Know it. No. Oh, I just deleted a story.
Oh, good job. Now you got to go back and reopen it. Hopefully you can find out which one that is.
It doesn't matter because it wasn't mine. It was
Oh,
yours.
there you go. So Pat's back tonight. So you got here not as early as you used to, but you still got here early. Plenty of time.
Well, I had physical therapy to go to, and then my lovely wife had to make me dinner because you know
that's nice.
I'm like shriveling up and dying.
Yeah.
Not really.
I mean, I look like a radish in this shirt, but you don't look like a toothpick. So
Whoa.
we're not saying that in a bad way. I mean, you've still got some muscle mass and stuff on you, so it's good. You're not shriveling up and wasting away.
Yeah. He still has the goiter.
So I'm thinking tonight. So the kids have kung fu, obviously. Back to the kung fu talk. And it finishes at like 6:00. Pat's usually here 6:30 ish, and I get home. I'm like, I beat Pat. I need to make dinner really, really, really fast. I'm like, I've got hamburger out. What can I make? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make some burger patties, and I'll just barbecue up some burgers. That'll be fast because the meat's it's not frozen, so it'll cook really fast. And so I'm like putting it in a bowl. I'm like, I'm gonna add some extra stuff to it. And I'm like, I'm gonna put some of this in there. I'm gonna put some of this in there. I'm gonna put some of this in there. You know what? I'm gonna put some oats in it. I'm gonna put this in there. And I finally stopped. And I'm like, I'm making meatloaf. Why didn't I just finish this up as meatloaf and then turn it into patties?
The fact that you put oats in it makes me think you were going from meat to veggie patty.
No, yeah.
It's a bulka burger.
Not that much.
Nummy,
not that
nummy.
much oats.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But just a little bit to be a little filler. And I'm like, I'm just gonna finish this up as normal meatloaf, and I did. I finished it as meatloaf and turned them into burger patties, barbecued them.
They are the best. I tasted them and they are good.
They are good.
They are really good. Really good. Don't whisper like that.
Okay, sorry. It was really good.
It was really good.
And you had the char from the barbecue grill and everything. Dude, it was so good.
So you're telling me you didn't clean the grill off before you threw them in
I
there?
did.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking. I don't want to get sick or anything.
I spit on it, but
It's okay.
it's a little lubricant there.
You can kill anything in heat. Wait. Let me rephrase that. You can kill anything in heat.
Yes.
No, you can't.
This is where grammar and commas come into play.
Exclamation
You can kill
point.
anything with heat,
heat.
maybe. There we go.
Yeah. Thank you. Miss Grammar, thank you very much.
I am not Miss Grammar.
No.
Thank you for coming to Grammarly.com. How may I assist you?
No easing the juice. I said no easing the juice.
Oh,
Thank you to my donut shop.
yeah. So you had a good vacation? I know it was not a vacation. Not even close.
So
The listeners, all like 3 of them, I'm sure would like to know.
I've been out for 2 months. I've been off the mic for 2 months.
I know.
And the way I feel right now, I should probably be medicated, but that's okay.
You're not?
No, this is me normal.
Screens are busting.
Take a picture, it'll last forever. No, well, let me tell you a little bit about the cocktails that they had to give me. Don't go there.
Yes, go on. What kind of cocktails did they have to give you?
Well, they had some really wicked drugs, man. Let me tell you. I was on Flexeril and Soma and all kinds of other good pills that did all kinds of weird things to my body and mind. Let me tell you what.
What?
Nothing says marshmallow than Demerol and Soma. Yeah.
All right. I could see
Well,
it.
when I was in the hospital, I was only supposed to be there that night and go home.
Yeah.
Well, they drugged me up with all kinds of drugs that I believe I told every doctor in the building.
I'm allergic to.
I'm allergic to just about everything there, and they gave it to me anyways, and I got sick.
So where do the marshmallows come into play?
That's what my brain was.
Oh, okay.
I was the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Boy laying in bed going, So
don't cross the streams at me.
I think I crossed the streams a few times. I saw rainbows and unicorns a couple times.
Yeah, my phone's going off.
Your highway's busy over there.
know.
There's horns honking. No, I got a funny story, though. I went into the hospital. I checked into the hospital. Great people, great hospital. I'm not going to name names or anything because I don't want any repercussions. But the hospital isn't one of the big ones that you would think of. It's a smaller one owned by the physicians.
Oh, that's right. This is Treasure Valley, right?
I wasn't going to name names, jerk.
I didn't name it. It's just in the Treasure Valley.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm just announcing to people this
in
is
the
inside,
Treasure Valley.
inside the Treasure Valley of
Yes.
Idaho area.
It's
yeah.
a great hospital. A lot of people think because it's a small hospital that it's poor quality. Let me tell you what, it's owned by the surgeons. It's like the Cadillac cruise ship hospital.
I know the hospital you're talking of, and the only complaint I can have that I have with that place, it's always been clean, and the staff and everything's been professional and nice. They over-sedate you. Every person I have ever talked to, including myself, Shannon, my mom, we've all had surgeries at this place. And every single person, they put so much anesthesia in you.
I agree.
That you cannot get out of it.
I agree. And that is where the marshmallow haze came from. But I wanted to check in, and I had a little fun. And let me tell you, this is a little warning. When you're going in for any kind of surgery, especially mine, which is a semi-major surgery when they're operating on your spine.
Yeah, well, you know, if you have one.
Well, I had a very decent-sized spine because I went in there and I didn't care.
Nice.
So I had 3 nurses, and the anesthesiologist.
Were they cute?
The nurses were all cute.
All right.
Yeah.
That makes it better.
Yeah, there was one nurse in there that needed to shave, but I think his name was Bob or something.
Oh, well, that's that.
He wasn't
Don't
so cute.
assume, though. You can't assume his gender.
Yeah, right. He was omnigendered.
He's a nurse. You can't assume his gender.
Yeah, can you be omnigendered?
I don't know.
Well, anyways, I went in, and the first nurse that's prepping me, she's giving me the IVs and everything. She's asking me all these questions. She's got the chart in her hand. So what are we seeing you for today?
I love that question.
I said, I'm here to have my tonsils taken out. Seriously.
Right.
Straight look
Right.
at her. I said, I'm here to have my tonsils taken out. My wife's sitting behind me, just cracking up. and the nurse, okay, wait a minute. We don't do tonsils here. And she got mad at me. And so she goes, I said, you don't know really? You have the chart and you don't know what you're cutting on? That's scary. And she goes, I just have to ask, why are you here? And I said,
because she drove me.
Yeah, because she drove me. Yeah, that's funny. I wish you were there. So I finally told her, I said, you guys are operating on my neck. Well, where? I said, here. And pointed to the back of my neck. I said, I don't know. Somewhere where the doctor said it needed to be cut on.
Where the x-rays showed the damage.
Where the damage is. Anyways, that's what I told her. I said, I don't know. Somewhere in the sea, something area. And she goes,
somewhere in the sea.
All right. Well, she after she pulls out the horse needle, because I think she switched up from the little one to the larger one. And she stuck the IV in me. Yeah. IV'd me up. And then the next nurse came in and goes, "Hi, I'm here to administer the saline." I guess one does the needle, the other one puts in the juice. Okay. So she goes down the list and she goes, why are you here? And I said, oh, I'm getting a tonsillectomy. And I kind of looked at her
Did you do the cowboy eye too?
I
like
did.
This,
I said,
this thing guy?
tonsillectomy? Question mark?
Question mark?
And again, she goes, no, really. I said, no, really, you guys are doing knee surgery on me? Straight face. I said, knee surgery. So this is the second one I messed with.
Oh, no.
Then the anesthesiologist comes in to give me the happy start juice.
Right. So what are we doing on you today?
Yeah, why are we seeing you? I said, I'm here to get an ectomy of some kind.
Nectomy.
An ectomy? I think it's a neckectomy.
Oh, man.
You guys are going to cut something off of my neck. It's a neckectomy. And he's like, that's kind of funny. Anyways, then the surgeon comes in with a straight face and goes, I hear you're pissing off the team that's going to be cutting on you. I said, no, they just asked me why I was here. And I said, you guys are doing tonsillectomy, neckectomy, kneectomy. You know, I said, I went down the whole list and he goes, you're funny. Thankfully, I'll be doing all the cutting or you may never leave this place. That's what the doctor was badass.
Was he cool though?
Oh, he was cool.
Oh, okay, good.
He's still cool. I'll even name him Dr. Montalbano. If you're hearing me, Montalbano. Yeah, you don't want to do Guido. Don't mess with him.
I give you choice.
Yeah.
You
I can cut you here,
right?
Or I can cut you there.
You get work done by Montalbano, or you no get work done at all.
I'll take and fix what needs to be fixed, or I cut off things that don't belong. Wait, they all belong, Doc.
Maybe you assumed your own gender.
I'm gender neutral.
Yeah, you will be.
You are now. Any of you guys out there that know what a bilateral testicular torsion is?
Ugh.
I've had one of those.
I'm sorry.
Actually, there was two. A left and a right.
Bilateral. There you go. Bi means two.
Yeah. And then, that's another story to be told at some other time. Because let me tell you what, when I went in for that surgery, did you know the doctor came in and said, you have a bilateral testicular torsion? That's the twisting of the boys where there's no circulation. I rode a lot of mechanical bulls and did bull riding in high school and been kicked a few times, and it knocked the jewels out of the box. Let's put it this way: they're a little loose. So
people are uncomfortable already, I'm sure.
All of you squeamish people, you didn't have to go through the surgery. Imagine being kicked there by a horse at point blank range constantly for a week. Yes, grown men will cry. Anyways, he comes in with a little blue jewelry box. You know those little fuzzy jewelry boxes?
I brought you.
You know what was in it?
Your stuff.
The silicone testiculars. He goes, we're going to do an orchiectomy. I said, you're going to remove a killer whale?
The orca. Nice.
Orcaectomy? He goes, no,
you're freeing Willie.
Yeah, Willie was not happy. Free Willie. No, yeah, when he said that we're going to remove your eggs, I said, no, you're not. I said, you just stitch those babies back in place and we'll go.
They're just twisted. Just turn them back around.
Yeah, untwist them. He goes, I think they've been twisted too long. They may actually be dead. I said, well, I still feel them. They're not dead. Anyways, he brought in a jewelry box with these two little silicone jewels. And there were two sizes. I could choose from sizes. Yeah. Muy poquito and muy grande. Have you ever seen the ones hanging off the back of pickup trucks?
Yes.
Okay, they weren't those.
Well, I would assume not.
But they were fairly large. And I said, these are like those little clacker things from the 70s. You sit there and, you remember those?
Yes.
But yeah, it was fun. We'll have that for another time.
Well, I think we just had it.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, geez.
But I don't want to waste time with stories of past
awesome.
battles. Yeah, I've had more surgeries than Carter's had liver pills, so there's a reference. All you out there will go, what?
Huh?
He's referencing liver pills? And who's Carter? He was a bad president.
Oh.
Oh.
He went political.
Jimmy. I love you, Jimmy.
Johns. Auto wrecking.
Jimmy John's auto wrecking.
Because it's Billy
Car
Bob's.
so wrecked, you freak.
Oh my gosh, that's bad. Back up. All right. Well, you know what? Why don't we, Ant Honey's. Anthony said he might have joined tonight, but I don't remember if it was his brother or if it was Alicia's brother. So either his brother or his brother-in-law was coming into town, and so they were gonna hang. So,
Hey, bro. Well, I want to just shout out to Anthony.
we should do a. I want to phrase this very carefully. We should have a third host on the show sometimes.
The third host.
I'm making sure that because I almost said some things that could have been taken completely out of context.
Well, you could have said turd ho.
And knowing us and our listeners would have been taken completely out of context.
Oh, you mean like making a threesome? See, I went there. All my friends out there say that Pat's the kind of guy you give him a quarter's worth of information, he gives you $1.50 in change.
It's very true.
Yes, that's why I don't have a job handling money.
What do you say? Should we get into some news?
Sure.
All right.
Here comes the stupid. News starts now.
Bow, bow,
Yeah.
bow, bow.
Bow, bow. You're up. You're on deck.
What am I?
On deck.
Oh.
Baseball reference.
Okay. I never was good at baseball.
Yeah.
This is a great story. I know everybody out there in the world loves a good potato chip. All right? I love potato chips.
Now, I want to say, though, this is about Pringles.
I love
This
Pringles.
is not a good...
Hey,
okay,
wait,
first of all,
wait a minute.
I
Wait,
like
stop.
the taste of Pringles, but they are not a potato chip.
Right. Well, they are potato, but they're not chipped of the potato.
They're like potato flour with a bunch of other stuff pressed together. So, I mean, the main flour...
just like McDonald's French fries. That's exactly what they are.
And I'm not a fan there either.
Okay. Anyways, don't ruin my story.
I live in Idaho. I'm sorry.
Shut your
I like
pie hole.
potatoes. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
No potato here. Really, no potato. Anyways, I remember as a kid.
When he gives you your other guys back, here you go. You can have that for the other. Sorry.
Is this when it?
No. It is a it's an RCA to 1/8 inch.
Jack. They didn't put an input in the back of my neck.
No.
Although it is
And RCA
my
quarter inch.
remote right here. Hey, you're digressing me.
I am. Sorry.
Stop digressing me.
Fake potato chips. Go for it.
Okay, anyways, there are people out there that like their Pringles. I like the fact that they stack all nice and neat in a really cool can.
I do too.
I'm really not being serious here because they are gross potato chips.
But I like that they stack, and I like shooting things out of the can. Like, remember back in the day when you take the
tennis
balls,
cans.
yeah, and you pinch them and drill a hole? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tennis ball cannons, man. I could launch a tennis ball.
Yep, we do that too.
I think Pringles cans same size.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's another story for later of how to make flaming tennis ball cannons. They're great fun.
They are great fun.
Especially in dry fields.
They don't make the 10 cans anymore. You have to find them.
That's why they did.
That's why they're plastic.
Yes, because people were making tennis ball cannons.
I know.
But they make a PVC pipe that's just right.
That's not a bad idea. All right. Anyway, Pringles.
Okay. Yeah, so all of you diehard Pringles fans out there, good news.
Yay.
They've destroyed them even more. Yeah, some college drunk out there at a frat house thought it'd be a great idea to go, dude, after smoking this wicked stuff, I'm like having the munchies, but I can't make up my mind. Do I want Pringles or do I want Top Ramen? Dude, what a quandary. As he was having his pot meltdown, somebody said, dude, let's combine the two. So, Top Ramen, Nissan Foods, and Pringles got together and came up with Top Ramen Pringles.
That's not even worth it. That's not even worth the drum roll. That's
No. Well, there's somebody jonesing out there going, Top Ramen, oh, dude. Pringles, wicked combo.
I mean, let's do this. You know, how could I make a potato chip taste more bland? Let's make it
Less
taste like a noodle.
flavorful.
Let's make it taste like a noodle.
I'm wondering if maybe we took a can of Pringles and threw them in a pot of boiling water and added, like, melty cheese
Some
on
like,
it.
and maybe some spice.
Yeah. Let's add some fake chicken. Anyways, yeah. So that's not much of a story. I just thought all of you people out there that love your Pringles and love your top ramen and can't afford real food,
Yep.
they've catered to you.
So there's some quotes in here. Pringles flavorologists. That's what they call themselves, the flavorologists. Worked closely with...
You know what that is for that right there, that term? That terminology is college dropout, basement, 30 years old, living with mommy.
I don't think so, but anyway. Okay. Work closely with Nissan to pop the top on a classic noodle dish and bring the fan favorite top ramen chicken flavor. Oh, the chicken one at least. All right. Onto a Pringles
So is that
crisp.
what that flavor was all this
Supposed to
time?
be chicken, I guess. Pringles said in the press release, quote, "The result, a crisp that tastes like Nissan top ramen chicken flavor
Nothing
right
says
out of the
lovin'.
bowl.
Yeah, nothing says lovin' than...
The unusual chip will also retail at a special price of $1.50 per package, not per chip."
I love why they priced it so low.
It's because the ramen is known as a thrifty meal.
Yeah, so all
it's
of you
because
people-
we're not going to sell any.
Yeah. Nobody wants to buy your crap after Jones and
I might actually buy it just so I could say.
I've tasted
Now
it.
the thing is, though, I don't know if I could eat it. I'd have to look and see if I could actually even eat it. But this might be one of those things that we have to get and we have to try it.
You'll have to lick it
On the show.
That tastes like ramen.
No,
Then you can rinse and spit.
It's because it's probably the flavoring.
It's loaded with MSG.
Well, that's not the problem. I can have MSG.
Well, that's good. It's always good. You know, MSG, if that doesn't kill you, then the rest of it will.
Gluten will.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Holiday maker goes to extreme lengths to keep hold of his beer on a flight
Oh, this is
by checking it in.
this is classic.
This is great.
This is my beer.
That's so great. This is popping
This
up.
is my kangaroo, but this is my beer. The kangaroo stays, the beer comes on with me.
Well, except for you can't take beer onto the flight.
No.
Oh, my goodness. There we go. There we go. It asked me to do the survey again. Ugh, these sites. Dear news sites, stop asking me to take your surveys. This is old.
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
Skip
what do you think?
survey. Skip survey.
What do you think?
So this guy goes on a holiday, which we here in the States would call a vacation.
Holiday.
Decided to forego his luggage for something he felt was far more important.
I don't need clean underwear.
He checked a can, not a case,
A
can, a single can of beer. It was the Emu Export Lager, was tagged with a barcode and sent into the cargo hold. And amazingly, despite being so small, the can arrived after the 4-hour flight in perfect condition.
Shaken but not stirred.
He was able to then pick it up on the conveyor belt. They put it down, they put it in a little thing, and they sent it down.
I don't understand because they're showing a case of it in the picture, but
You got to go down to the next picture because it wasn't a case. It's just like in a box, like in a padded box.
Oh,
But yeah, I mean, it's just
that's all they can afford.
yeah. But no, yeah, it just went around the conveyor belt.
Yeah, put that on the Barbie.
The speaker to the guy, anyway, Dean said, I thought it was bloody great and it was in perfect condition. It's not clear how much it cost for Dean to check his beverage. However,
4,000 pounds. G'day.
I mean, right. Why wouldn't you just buy the beer when you got there?
Because they didn't have it where he was going, apparently.
Yeah, all right. I could see that.
Yeah, maybe it's something special that they only brew in the Outback. Yeah, Aboriginal brew blend.
It might. I don't know. I mean, yeah, sure. There you go.
They came from an emu farm. They had to milk 20,000 emu to get one bloody can.
One can. I don't think that's how beer is made.
Well, maybe in Australia it is.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're here for the movie. Can we have 2 small
sorry.
drinks and a medium popcorn, please?
Sure, that'll be $87.95.
And see, I think you're done. I'm like, this is the perfect spot, and I hit it right as you start
Thank
talking
you.
again. Yeah.
Cut me off. Will you?
No.
That's all right. I quit.
Fine. Be that way.
Another 2 months.
Jeez.
I'm out. Anthony, where are you?
Where are you? All right, so this week's movie brought to you by
Kellogg's. Oh.
Kellogg's. Brought to you by Patio O'Malley's Fine Furniture and Brew in downtown Boise.
Yes.
You can get a hold of them at 208-555-5555. Anyway, so...
And don't touch me, shillelagh.
No shillelagh.
And no leprechauns were hurt in the making of that commercial.
That you know of. So...
I might have kicked one.
Good luck finding him to find out. Anyway, so this week's movie was... Come on, Pat. What was it?
Escape from Nueva York?
New York, yeah.
Nueva York. That's what they say in Mexico.
Sure. I'll take your word on it.
Escape el Nueva York.
I don't think that the movie would have the flair in Spanish. I don't know.
Tienes muy grande pantalones.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear had some like flair in Spanish mode.
Yes. El guapo.
Now, I mean, okay, so I was a manager at a computer retail store for a while. I was a sales manager, and we had, the wall of monitors to where you display stuff, and we would play movies. And so I brought in Top Gun, and we were getting tired of Top Gun. We were getting tired of Top Gun.
I have the need for speed.
Right. And we're like, what can we do to see how this works? Because not only was it the testing of the monitors, but it was also the speaker display area.
Ooh, the wall of sound.
And we're like, what can we do to like, let's tease the customers. Yeah, we did it in French. It played in French for like 2 weeks before somebody noticed.
Je suis.
It was so funny.
Parlez-vous Francois?
It sounds dumb right now, but then it was funny.
Le choix? What? Say what?
Le choix?
What'd you say about my mom?
Yeah. So Escape from New York.
Yes.
Yes.
It's where sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was going to say
one of Kurt Russell's more infamous roles.
Is it more infamous than Big Trouble in Little China?
I'm Snake Plissken. And then he went on to be bigger and better, and he said, I'm Batman.
He did not play Batman.
No, but he did a voiceover.
For really?
No.
I was like, wait, what? I can't back that up. I don't think that's true.
No. I can make anything up. And I can make Drew believe anything. He's easy.
Not true.
No.
Not true. Yeah.
No, but yeah.
No, really, it's not true.
No. Yeah, it is. Maybe. No.
Snake
Plissken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody that ever watched the movie?
I watched the movie.
Are you sure?
I watched it a few weeks ago, so I didn't watch it like right here. I've
watched it like 4 or 5 times.
And I've seen it a few times other than that. And every time I'm like, that was so dumb. Why did I watch that? And then I'm like, a few years later, I'm like, maybe I've matured now, and it's like a good bourbon, and it'll be better.
If you want to make yourself feel better.
No, it's not.
Hey, no, if you want to make yourself feel better for watching Escape from New York, and you want to feel vindicated, and like you don't feel stupid anymore, you need to watch Escape from L.A.
Oh my god!
That movie was actually really good until I watched Escape from L.A. was dumb. So if you want to escape the movie theater now. Anyway.
All right, so yeah, on to the movie. I mean, it's a B-class movie.
It's always gonna be one of those. It's a kitschy kind of sci-fi.
Kitschy?
Kitschy.
What's kitschy?
Kind of funky fun.
Is that a real word?
Yeah.
All right. Is it?
Not to be confused with kitchen.
Or catchy?
No, kitschy.
Cliche?
Kind of.
Okay.
You're getting closer. Look it up. You have a computer. You look it up.
I know, because it's doing all the other stuff.
Anyways, it's kind of a fun 80s sci-fi. I mean, this is
fun.
Well, check this out. When you're we're in 2017, okay?
Right.
And we don't have any flying cars yet. The Jetsons don't really have, we don't have any of that cool sci-fi crap.
That's true.
Okay. Well, the movie in the 80s was portraying the future of the 90s. So the 90s,
it was pretty close. I'm not gonna lie, it was close.
I kept thinking that would be great if they just put a big wall around New York.
Yeah,
it would be.
Imagine Judge Dredd, but without the judge system.
Without the dread.
It's the prison. Like the entire city is the prison.
Yeah.
And you've got
if
the movie.
Anybody out there is younger than...
No, we're not talking the new Judge Dredd. We're talking like the Stallone Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Meow.
meow,
Meow.
meow. No, if anybody is like, younger than 35, they probably don't even know what the hell we're talking about.
Probably.
I mean, because that movie is not readily. I think
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
And I
yeah.
believe so is Escape from L.A.
It
was.
Okay.
But yeah, you should watch them back to back. It's all kinds of fun. But yeah, the story is basically the President of the United States. There's a malfunction on the Air Force One, and everybody has to get out because the plane's going down.
So his escape pod falls, and it falls into New York, which is now a prison.
And guess where it fell?
In the middle.
No. Guess what building they hit? I believe it was the Twin Towers.
It was on the ground.
It fell through the roof.
It
Well,
might
no,
have.
I take that back. So the movie was old enough that the Twin Towers were actually in the movie, and when Snake Plissken flies
we're
into
talking 80s. The Twin Towers didn't go away until what? 2000.
Well, yeah, something like that. But yeah, when Snake Plissken flies in to rescue the El Presidente, he lands his hyperglider
Right.
on top of one of the Twin Towers and has.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that one, yes. Okay, that's no. When you said where did it land? I thought we were talking about the pod, the escape
Right, I
pod.
thought that's I backed up a little bit there, but yeah, I've
Yeah, the glider landed on top of the Twin
Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
And he has to go down there and try to find the president, and he has to barter with gangs, and he tries to fight his way through things, and he acts very poorly. And
Well, here's the catch. Okay, he's got so many hours.
throw it to me. Throw it to me.
What?
I'm gonna catch it. Throw it to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Okay. If you guys look at my neck, I'm wired.
No, come
With
on.
explosives.
Here's the catch. What's the catch? What's the catch?
I'm wired with explosives.
Oh,
in
that's
my
right. Yeah,
Neck,
yeah.
In my neck. Yes.
That's right.
Okay. Well, they tell. Okay, so Snake Plissken is an old war hero.
That's now a criminal.
But he's now a criminal in the society because the society doesn't deal with his kind of reckless, renegade type, and they throw him in prison for something he did. Anyway, so they know that he's the only guy that is still alive that can actually do the job to save the president. And they figured he's a criminal type, and they can get him in, and he'll blend in with the rest of the criminals.
Wasn't he? I thought he was already he was sentenced and he had to go there anyway. They brought him in on charges.
They brought him in on charges for, yes.
So he was already going to go there, and it was basically, you can help us and we'll let you out, or you're just going to go in there.
Yeah, that's your choice. But then they upped the ante a little bit, and they said, well, before you go, we have to give you the shots in your neck so that you will survive all the viruses and stuff that are there.
Right.
So they shoot him up either side of his neck. Well, then they go, oh, guess what? By the way, those weren't injections for your health. Those are small explosives, and they're going to blow your
right. They're
throat
time.
out.
You have this much time to get back, and we can deactivate them. Right.
Yeah. So he's under pressure to save the president, or he dies anyways.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it is like a blending of Big Trouble in Little China with Time Cop, Demolition Man,
And no Chinese
and
people.
Judge Dredd. Like, it's all smashed together. And they put it in a blender, and then they did like the bingo roller, and they just pulled out the worst, whatever parts came out was what they made into the movie, and it wasn't necessarily a good blend.
Yeah, it was a
and
big
for some odd
bowl.
reason, they're like, and you're gonna have an eye patch,
It's just, they gave him an eye patch.
and you get an eye patch because pirates are scary. I mean, come on, that's basically it. That's in a nutshell. That's the movie.
And the key phrase of the whole thing was, "I'm Snake Plissken."
Right.
And when he gets in there, all these cons
Call
go,
me Snake,
"Yeah, call me Snake.
except for the very end, but yes.
You can call me Billy Bob." Are you my friend? Anyways,
Maybe 1 star, maybe.
I liked it because it was a movie from my era, not yours.
I love 80s movies, and
But
I
see,
love 80s sci-fi movies.
Okay, my wife is
Now-
deeply, madly in love with 2 actors on the planet. One is Kurt Russell, and the other is Sam Elliott. That's why I can never shave my mustache off, because she will kill me.
Right. Now, I will say, as soon as this
Does it
hits...
make me look sexy?
All right, I'm going to say, so as soon as this one movie hits either Netflix or Amazon Prime, we've got to watch it. As soon as Logans Run
I've got the DVD.
I love it, but it's got to stream. That's the thing. Is our rule on this is it has to be streamable so the listeners can watch it.
Logan's Run is not streaming right now.
No, I know. That's why I'm saying as soon as it hits Netflix or Amazon Prime Instant View, right? Then we're gonna have to we'll have to do that one because I love Logan's Run.
I do
Talk
too.
70s sci-fi.
Well, here's a little tidbit for all you Star Wars nuts. Logan's Run came out a week before Star Wars.
Right, sure.
And I saw them both at the theater, at the same theater, back to back. So I saw
Same time or the next day?
The next week. So I saw Logan's Run 1970.
Was it 77?
76, 77.
Whatever. I don't know.
It was like the
Someone
tail
will
end
correct
of 76 anyways. It was the first movie that Farrah Fawcett starred in. And I have that movie on DVD and I love it.
It's a good movie. I mean, it's
cool.
cheesy. But
It is cheesy, but it's cool.
good. I mean, it was not bad. It's not like your horrible cheeseball sci-fi movies that you expected from the era.
Logan's Run is a must-see. I would rate Logan's Run way
I will
above
say if they didn't destroy the premise of the movie and try to make it more either political or you're destroying the environment or whatever, if they just kept to the exact same storyline and we just redid it with today's technology and with today's actors, that is a remake I would go for.
Yeah.
I would go for that.
I've got one for you.
Okay.
It's kind of eclectic, but this is a book.
Okay. Is it also a movie?
No, it's not a movie yet.
Okay.
It's a book that
So it's
needs
not
to be
Dune.
made.
So it's not Dune.
No. And you'd never guess. Any of you people out there that are
That Pat could read
Louis
this.
L'Amour.
Okay.
Do you know who Louis L'Amour is?
No,
He's a Western writer.
because I don't do westerns.
Okay, right. Louis L'Amour has always done Western books.
Okay.
He wrote one sci-fi book
Oh, all right.
called The Haunted Mesa.
Which sounds like a.
It's a Western.
It's a Western
It's like
sci-fi.
it's
It's cowboys versus aliens.
No. I'm not going to say anymore. If you guys want to know about it, you want to look up Louis L'Amour. It's the only sci-fi book that this Western book writer ever did, and it's called The Haunted Mesa. It would make a prolific movie.
It sounds like it's a ghost movie then.
Nope. It's not. There's no ghosts. It's
with
about
Haunted, I would think
okay.
ghosts.
It's about okay. It's
All right, yeah.
it's about a different. It's about interdimensional travel
Ooh.
into another world within our world.
I know.
But it has to do with the Indian dwellings.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, those Indian dwellings aren't just Indian dwellings. They
Oh,
are
okay,
a portal
okay.
into another dimension, and then
What was that movie that they did that it was like that, but it was to Mars? The guy who played Gambit on the not Stars, the X-Men stuff, was on this. They've got like the Martians. It's the Martian creatures versus like human type people.
Mars Attacks.
And he jumps. No, that's hilarious. I love that movie. And he's jumping and he's like flying all through the air. Anyway, that wasn't a great. It was not a good movie anyway. But it's probably completely different than that. But the premise sounds somewhat similar. But that would be cool. I'm cool
Well,
with
believe it or
interdimensional
not,
travel.
it's kind of interesting because
Yeah.
there's time travel involved in this as well.
Okay, so it's not just interdimensional. It's also time travel.
time. So there's people from way back in the 1800s. This is present time happening. Present time. And, you know, if any of you guys know, like the Anasazi or whatever the Indians are in the mountains, what are they? What's the Indians with the dwellings, the cliff dwelling Indians?
I am not privy to such information. I don't know.
Anyways, they have a thing called the kiva. Kiva is like a hole in the ground. It's round.
Okay.
It's like where they went in like a sweat lodge type of thing.
Sure.
Well, the kivas were the interdimensional portals. You go in.
Ah.
But there's also other portals within there where there's like people from the 1800s that are still alive because time basically stops people that go into this.
Mm-hmm.
There's like people from the 1800s that are there, and then people from the present that are there, and then these alien beings, which aren't aliens, they're actually the Indians.
Oh, wow.
That are actually their own race in this other dimension. They have weaponry that will turn your innards into goo. I mean, it's just
Interesting.
It's bizarre.
I'm impressed that you were able to read it. So cool.
I graduated 5th grade level.
I graduated. I
I can enunciate.
Well, that would be cool. That'd be cool. Hey, so did you happen to look on Netflix? Do you have a movie on Netflix or anything that you want to review? Do not say that stupid hot dog movie with Seth Rogen's hot dog movie. No.
I actually peeked at that and I about threw up.
I'm sure. Yeah.
That's about as pornographic as you can get in a cartoon. Well, in a Pixar type of thing.
Right. It's not Pixar.
It's not. Well, whatever it is. It's that. That's that digital animation stuff, and it's not recommended for anybody.
No.
Don't hurt your brain cells.
No.
And don't even submit your mind to it.
Yeah. So is that a no?
I'm thinking off the top of my head. I'm trying to think.
Let me see. I want to see if I have Netflix on my tab. I do. Let me pull up the Netflix app here and let's peruse this for a moment. Obviously, we were not very well prepared.
Well, believe it or not, I've been having trouble streaming Netflix on my new modem that I have. And
I'm sorry. I might have to come. I'll come over this weekend when we're out and maybe take a look at that and help you.
It's brand new. I just got it.
I know. I'll come over. I'll stop by and help you.
It's stupid.
Is it on the TV or on your computer that you're having problems streaming, or all of it?
No, so I have a CD. I have a Sony DVD.
Oh, it's the DVD player.
Yeah.
It probably just isn't connected to the new wireless.
It's working.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not very powerful.
Oh.
It does a lot of buffering.
Oh, you know what? It might actually. I'll come over and check it out. It could be you might be on the wrong channel or something, so we might have to change your router channels.
The tech came out with this little sensor, and said that I had plenty of signal strength from there to there.
Yeah, I know. I don't trust those techs. I'll come and look.
Okay.
Me
love you long time if you do it.
I trust me better than them.
I trust me better too.
Yeah. So, you know what? Let's do this. Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. We've got two.
Okay.
So we've got action comedy or action.
Okay. If it has subtitles, I will choke you.
No. Action comedy or just meh action. Like superhero style meh action. Dark superhero style action. So
Spawn.
We got Spawn as one.
I saw that. That just came out. I've seen Spawn already.
I have too, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
Or one of my favorites, Police Academy.
Police Academy?
It's on there, yeah. Let's do that.
I've seen that a million
I know.
times.
We got to do it. Let's do it.
Which one?
Just the original.
Police Academy?
Yeah.
Okay. We're doing Police Academy.
So next week we are reviewing Police Academy. So you heard it here first because I don't know where else
it's
you would
not
have heard
Police
it.
Academy 3, 5, 10,
no,
or 12.
just the original Police
the very
Academy.
first one.
Yes.
With what's his name? Goldthwait.
What was his name?
I don't remember. It was so
Bobcat Goldthwait. Bobcat. Yeah, he was like the Tasmanian devil on crack cocaine.
Yeah. He's so funny. I love it. They had so many great characters in that. So yeah. All right. So Police Academy next week. So watch up on that this weekend if you can. If not, whatever. Maybe we don't love you either. Whatever. That's all good. Hate on us. That's not, whatever.
Don't be a hater.
Don't be a hater.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game. No, is it don't hate the game?
I think you're back up on your news stories. Or is this mine? No, this is you.
Oh yeah. Which one was it? Yeah. Oh, this one's a good one.
The handcuffs.
I'm gonna go into character mode here.
Oh, do it. Do it.
All right, here we go. Let me see here. I keep a French fry tater. Now, handcuffed man proposes during felony arrest. The officer said, "You want to do what?" Brandon Thompson recalled. Cops in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Things happen in Oklahoma. Let me tell you what. Say they arrested 35-year-old Brandon Thompson July 4th on 6 felony warrants and were leading him to the waiting police car when he made an unusual request. I asked the officer if I could propose to my girlfriend. Thompson later told CNN. The officer said, "You want to do what?"
What?
And I said, "I want to propose to her, And the arresting officer, who cuffed Thompson while he was celebrating not only Independence Day, but also his birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, so I'm watching. They've got this little loop going on where you can see part of the video because they actually videotaped it for him. And in part of it, they're coming is like, "Would you get my ring?" And then he's down on one knee and she's hugging him. And if you look in the background on that spot,
Yeah.
there's a little girl walking over to a barbecue grill where another guy is sitting there barbecuing. In their front lawn.
Hey, you want to
in
celebrate?
their front yard.
Hey, we need to give a toast. Officer, he's already drunk. Can we give him a beer? Yeah, no. So the arresting officer who cuffed him while he was celebrating not only Independence Day, but his birthday,
And his
took
birthday.
pity on him. And so the police body camera footage of the encounter, Thompson can be heard telling his girlfriend, Leandria Keith, I love you. Will you be my wife, please? Please.
I mean, it's polite, though.
Yeah, right.
Teach kids manners.
So
sure.
when Keith
good.
agrees, the officer can be seen switching Thompson's handcuff from the back to the front so he can place the engagement ring. Yeah. Do
That'd be
you?
fun to do behind your
I
back.
Do. Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I did already. That's why I'm in cuffs. Anyways, the Muskogee Police Department posted the video, blah, blah, blah. And now, while the couple now appear to have, for better or for worse, down pat. Hey, I didn't give him permission to use my name.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's yet to be seen if marriage is the only institution in their immediate future.
I see what they did there.
Yeah, get it?
I get it. I can see. Yeah. I get
Anyways,
it.
will you have me? Well, I'll have you, but do we have to be cuffed forever?
Right.
Oh, I need an out.
You know, it doesn't say that she asked the officers to borrow the cuffs for later.
Well, after they get married, there is a conjugal visit and they can consummate.
Oh my goodness. Did not need to know that. Did not need to know that. I don't need to know how you know that.
Open up cell 3.
Don't need to know how you know that one. Nope. 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 All right.
I'll draw you a picture. I can draw you a picture.
Why? Why?
Would you like it lifelike or in stick figure?
No. None of the above.
Okay.
Ew.
Ew.
Ew. Oh, so the truth.
God loves criminals too.
Yes. So
Yes, he
multiple studies have come out over the last few years trying to help people figure out how to have a longer lifespan. The human longevity has always been an interesting topic.
We love you long time till you die.
We so do. Then all bets are off.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you want to live longer, because there's a new study that came out, if you want to live longer, apparently you have to drink coffee. Coffee is now the thing, which is terrible news for people who like tea. Because, you know, you got to have coffee and not tea. So according to a study by the
what does tea
Imperial
do?
College in London. Huh?
Tea makes you die sooner.
It does, right. According to the study from the Imperial College in London, people who drink 3 cups of coffee a day may live longer than non-coffee drinkers.
Well, does it count if I drink 1 grande?
Yeah, oh yeah, sure, same thing.
Okay, yeah,
so you just have to drink, what is that? That'd be 4...
Well, a cup of
12.
coffee is technically what, 3 ounces?
It's 4 ounces.
4 ounces?
A cup is what? Is it 4 or 8 ounces? 8 ounces is a cup.
No, a real cup of coffee is not very big. A real true cup of coffee.
Okay.
Now, everything we're so used to is the American
Well,
size.
no, I know, but an actual fluid ounce cup is 8 ounces, right?
Right.
So if you do it by that,
Are they measuring
8,
it by
16,
that?
24. I don't know.
Well,
It
you need to
doesn't
find
say.
out. Hey,
It doesn't
where-
say.
Get your facts straight.
I'm
mister.
reading the study. Shush. Anyway, although it's possible they may just think they're living longer because they're sleeping less. Or maybe they spend a greater portion of their lives bored in the waiting line at Starbucks.
Yeah.
So it feels longer. A study in Israel, however, found that moderate tea drinkers live longer than those who don't drink tea regularly.
So there is an upside to you tea drinkers.
Sure, but you can't serve 2 masters, meaning you can't be a tea and a coffee drinker.
Why?
I don't know.
Do they counteract each other?
It would be like supporting Chelsea and Arsenal at the same time, which is impossible unless you live in America.
What?
That's what they say. It comes from the UK. I don't know. It's funny. Anyway,
Blimey.
at the same time as the coffee study came out, a 100-year-old woman from
Bangor, Maine.
right?
Yeah.
Claimed the secret of her longevity
We love you, Florence.
was wine. Then she said, "You're my best mate. You are." No, I mean it. Hick.
Lesson of Methuselah? What? Leza Vanutha.
Like they did some drunk stuff. It's funny.
Leza Vanutha.
This other girl, Emma, on the other hand, who lived to the age of 117 before she died earlier this year, claimed that her long life was down to being single and eating 3 eggs a day.
I'd have to agree with that one because, some spouses make you want to just...
Right, sure. There's so much advice around on how to live a long life. So we at Dave, I don't know what Dave is. Anyway, have trawled through the research to find what you need to do to make sure you receive
the telegram,
from the
Queen.
So meaning like you
Hello.
you get I think at 100 years old you get a telegram. You hit the triple digits. Anyway, so
you've made it longer than me.
According to the different reports on with evidence for long-lived people who've lived a long life, you need to have regular sex at least twice a week.
I need to tell that to
at
my
least
wife.
Twice a week. Okay,
honey.
But at the same time, you have to be single.
Oh damn.
And also married.
What? What?
As married men are 3 times less likely to die of heart disease.
Sinner.
And married women are half as likely. But you're supposed to be single. So, also
can I be married and pretend to be single and have sex with the same woman?
I suppose, sure.
Yeah. Nobody will know.
Nobody would know.
No.
Also, you have to drink 3 cups of coffee and 3 cups of tea a day. But you also have to go to bed early. You have to drink the right amount of red wine, enough so you benefit from the antioxidants, but not enough so that you ruin your liver, and 2 glasses of apple juice too, to prevent Alzheimer's disease, of course. And don't forget about the 8 glasses of water that you need to drink as well.
I gotta pee.
You'll never get a full night's sleep again.
I gotta pee.
Not to mention, you have to eat plenty of oatmeal and eggs, sushi and rice, pasta and beef every day. And you have to eat twice as much fruit and veg as you normally do now.
I don't think I'll ever be able to poop after that one.
But you also have to make sure that your waist measures below 94 centimeters for men and 80 centimeters for women. So you have to eat more, but at the same time, eat less.
In a nutshell, all you guys out there gotta do, smoke a lot of dope and eat Doritos.
Basically, yeah.
Because this is all crap.
That's the whole point of the story.
And by the way, I'm not condoning drug use at all, so don't even take my word.
No, but the whole point of the story is
stupid.
You're not ever gonna find the cure to make it to where enjoy your life.
Yeah, live your life. The proverbial words of Spock. Live long and prosper.
Now I love it because I tell people because you can do the live long and prosper, and I can do the I can swap them, and I can do the and but the question is, if this is live long and prosper, I'm gonna thumb it out though, right? Yeah. If this is live long and prosper, is this live short and in debt?
No, it's like this, dude.
Rock and
it's like this. Rock on.
Rock on.
Live long and rock wisely.
All right.
Or rock muchly.
That's right. Let's move on to the next one here. Music review! All right, so this is a fun part of the show where we get to review an independent music file. However, today I think we're going to do something a little different. Uh-oh. So since Pat is back after basically 2 months of being absent.
Pat is front, too.
Pat is front. So I didn't even talk to you about this. I just decided this is what we're doing. So, sorry. Whatever. That's what you get. Meh. What you get. I thought it would be nice to make a welcome back to Pat show.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Pat. So, today's music is going to be by Pat.
No.
Yeah. We're going to play one of your songs. And then Pat also brought some other material here. I've got something here loaded up already.
Oh.
Yeah, you're good. We're good to go. I'm all prepped for this, buddy.
What'd you load up?
You'll find out. But we got a song here from Pat, and then
did you fix all the mistakes?
No, no, they're all there in glory.
Oh, thank you.
And then during Storybook Corner, we do have a story written by a grade schooler. However, Pat also brought some other material that I think it would be fun to take a gander at as well. So, here right now for your listening pleasure is Pat's song. Downward Destination.
Ooh, my favorite.
ever stopped and thought about the way you view salvation? Have you ever taken time to hear your lame explanation before you speak another word? Well, it's time for a revelation. You better get yourself prepared. You're on a downward destination. Well, a lie is just the truth made to fit the crime. Theft is merely borrowing without giving back a dime. Wanting what your neighbor has, it's a wishful dream. Thinking that your life is right, you haven't learned a single thing. Well, you're in deep, my friend. Can you feel the heat, my friend? Well, the flames of hell are licking at your heels. It'll get hot, my friend, way beyond belief, my friend. Have you been burned? Then you might know how it feels. Within your soul, you know God has expectations. He has sent his only son to help you see the implications. Now you have a second chance. Give an invitation. He can change your heart and stop the incarceration. Well, a lie is just the truth made to fit the crime. Theft is merely borrowing without giving back a dime. Wanting what your neighbor has is a wishful dream. Thinking that your life is right, you haven't learned a single thing. Well, you're in deep, my friend. Can you feel the heat, my friend? Well, the flames of hell are licking at your heels. It'll get hot, my friend, way beyond belief, my friend. Have you been burned? Then you might know how it feels. Well, you're in deep, my friend. Can you feel the heat, my friend? Well, the flames of hell are licking at your heels. It'll get hot, my friend, way beyond belief, my friend. Have you been burned? Then you know just how it feels. Yeah. Have you ever stopped and thought about the way you view salvation?
There it is. Downward Destination by the one and only Patrick Bachnick.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's one of you know, it's funny because you totally surprised me.
Yeah, Pat had no idea. I just did this on my own.
Yeah, so all of you out there that don't know, I mean, I am a songwriter and I perform. I have a recording device at home. I do all the instrumentals and I compose. And the way I am with my songs is I'm not a mastering kind of guy. What I do is I will hear a song in my head. And I'll lay down a quick track with the acoustic guitar with a click track,
right?
And then all of a sudden I'll just start writing stuff down and just listen to it over and over again. And then I'll write something. This song here was a song that I put together probably about 4 years ago or something like that. It started 4 years ago.
It's been a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, and it's gone through probably about 3 or 4 iterations, life changes.
Sure. Yeah.
And I finally got to this point here. Most of the stuff I do is to be performed by other people. I don't consider myself a strong vocalist, but you made me sound...
I actually like your voice in this.
You made me sound good, Drew. Thank you.
Here, you bet. I did some very, very minor tweaking. because I just had the actual stereo mixes. I just pulled it directly from YouTube and had basically the stereo mix of it. And I just did some very, very, very minor tweaking in it. Just a little bit different compression. YouTube is so compressed as it is that I didn't want to do much else to that. But change up the dynamics a little bit. And I did a couple minor touches on the EQ of the overall. But then I just brought it up to the normal listening level of the podcast. So I can just hit play.
To be fair, then, so since you played one of mine, and I know it's Drew and I have a policy, we don't really want to play our own stuff.
Right.
But since you played one of mine, you're going to have to play one of yours. Drew is a very
today.
Not today, no, but when you get a chance, Drew's a very accomplished musician, and he's got a great voice, and he's got some fantastic songs. So all you people out there listening, harass him a little bit, and let's get him to play one of his maybe next time.
We'll see. However, I do feel we have to make a correction. I got a text from a buddy during this. My buddy Jeff, I love him to pieces. In fact, I had problems with my brakes on my Buick Rendezvous. This last week, oh man, I called it Murphy's week. Anything that could go wrong did. And oh man, so I had blown a tire in my little Kia. So I have a little Kia car, and I had blown a tire a while ago, and I've just been trying to save up money just to make it to where it's like everything else was taking priority. It's like, I've got to get a new tire, got to get new tires. And I've just been waiting. Well, I knew that the brakes eventually were going to need to be done on my Buick. Well, I don't know if there was a flaw in one of the brake pads, but one pad on my Buick, completely gone. Everything else still had pad on it. And I mean, we're talking like there was still a bit of pad left. And this one went straight down to metal. Like there might have been a flaw, or it's pulling more on that side or something. But anyway,
you'll pick up a rock and just shatter those things.
Yeah, and it happened instantly. And so I'm wondering if it was a rock.
The way you drive?
Whatever. I was wondering if it was like a rock hit it or something, because it happened instantly. There wasn't a let up to it. And it was done. Yeah. And I had to do new brakes all the way around, and Jeff helped me out big time on that. Huge help there.
Thanks,
anyway,
Jeff.
Yes, thank you so much, dude. You rock. His wife is the manager at one of the McDonald's in the area. Mm-hmm. And he said, just so you know, Dodie said that the French fries are actual cut potato wedge. They're actual fries. So we just want to clarify that for people.
We were making light fun of the McDonald's French fries, which are my favorite. Just so you know out there, I love McDonald's French fries.
I liked them when they were a little bit more done. And it's a corporate thing. It's happened at every McDonald's that I've been to in the last couple years.
I like them soft and gooey.
I like them a little bit crispier. I want them to hit golden brown. I don't want to grab a potato that's still white. I want it to be a little bit more golden brown.
You don't want it to be limp.
No, I know. Anyway, but they're still good. They still taste good. I just like them a little bit more done. That's a personal taste.
So yes, they are real potatoes. We were just kidding. I'm sorry.
In fact, a lot of them come from Simplot. Come from potato farms that come from around here.
Yes, Simplot, and a buddy of mine works for a potato farm. There's actually Frost Potatoes. If you're listening, man, we love you.
There's your voice. There's your name drop.
Yep.
Oh, I guess we could show people our faces again.
Yeah, we don't want to see our faces.
All right. Anyway, your camera's right there too, by the way.
I know.
You keep looking at the screen. It's like, this is you.
Well, I'm waving at myself. Hi. I love you.
Oh, and you know what? We were going to do another name drop because you went in and harassed one of my friends without knowing that this is where Jay now works. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now I know.
The more you know.
It's funny because I went to. This is a short but long story. Let me start from the beginning. It all happened in 1965.
Hold on. If you're going to do it, let's just a short story. Go for it.
What?
Go for your short story. Nope.
No. I went to physical therapy, and it's right next to Latte Da coffee shop there in Kuna.
In Kuna, Idaho, which is it's a suburb of Boise. We'll say that it's a
I think
it's a commuter town.
It's more of a suburb of Nampa.
Well, but the thing is, I mean, for people who don't live in this area, Nampa even is Boise. If you live in Nampa and you go talk to somebody from out of here,
I'm not from Boise.
We're from Boise.
No,
we're from the Boise area.
No.
But it's a suburb.
I'm a country boy.
Yes, it's a suburb. It is a commuter town suburb of Boise.
Country boy can survive. Oh, anyways. Yeah, so I was out that way, and I thought, Latte Da's, they've just opened up. Any of you people that don't know where it's at, but you are here in Kuna, if you remember Sweet Spot
Back
or
in the
Clarify Eye or any of those places, kind of over there by Walgreens.
Clarify's still there. Freedom Fitness.
Yeah, so it's in
Walgreens out across the street from Albertsons.
It's in where Sweet Spot used to be.
Yeah.
And she's doing a fantastic job. I walked in there as a musician and an artist, and I'm a
and
consummate
man with a nice mustache.
sign guy. Yeah.
And a sign design guy, right? There you go.
Anyways, what am I plugging enough here?
Yeah.
Anyways, I walked in there and they just happened to be fixing up and doing some stuff, and I just went in and introduced myself, and I said, "Yeah, I'm the other half of Drew and Pat, Classless Chat," and she goes, "Drew? Oh yeah, love the guy." Anyway, so I went in there and kind of.
Now it's funny though because you're like, how do you know? Okay. So when my family owned Rusty's Drive-In back in the day in the Boise area, we owned Rusty's Drive-In. My grandparents did. My mom managed it. I grew up in the back. Sherry, the owner of Latte Da, stopped there all the time. And so I've known her since I was like 4 or 5 years old. So I've known her forever.
So you literally grew up in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Sherry.
And then people look at me and they're like, well, that explains, the chunkiness. And I show them a picture of my brother and I'm like, he did too. No, he's 6'3", 6'4", and 185 pounds. No,
Well,
that's not. It's genetics. Half brother. There you go.
Well, I walked in there
he's a brother, so
and I knew, well, here's a new venue, little coffee shop.
Yeah.
So I thought, I wonder if they would mind if a couple musicians went in there and kind of played a little ambient music and kind of jammed, kind of off the cuff and while the customer was there. And she goes, well, it's funny you should say that because I'm actually thinking about doing that.
Yeah, she's talked to me about it for a couple times, yeah.
So I just went in there and just started, kind of talking about that. And the next thing I know, I'm talking about artwork. The next thing I know, I'm talking about signage and everything else. But I didn't want to wear out my welcome. So I graciously went in, introduced myself and said, yeah, I hang out with Drew. And she goes, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so
Did you try the Drew Brown?
The what?
The Drew Brown. There is a drink at Latte Da that is named after me.
Is it a brown liquid?
Well, duh, it's coffee.
Duh.
It is.
If it's named after you, I'm not touching it.
It's a banana white chocolate mocha.
Ooh, banana.
I like it as a frappe, so it's blended and cold.
Banana.
So
no, good. I had just gotten out of physical therapy, so all my money is gone.
Right.
No. So no, I just wanted to go in there, but I just wanted to shout out to her and just say it was great meeting you. And if anybody's curious, their address is 762 East Wythe Creek Court, and that's Kuna, Idaho 83634.
Yeah, it's a cool spot.
Yep, and
I installed the speakers in there. I installed the sound system and everything in there. So.
By DAB Studios.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, she's like, are you going to put stickers on there so people know who did this? And I'm like,
Plug-O-Rama. No. Well, hopefully she'll get some artwork by 316 Illustration and Design.
There you go. That would be great.
Plug-O-Rama.
All right, we're going to move on.
Moving on.
I do believe it's time for another delectable tale. Won't you join us down on Storybook Corner?
Papers rustling. It's almost like we're in a studio or something. I don't know what's going on.
Rustling.
All right, so today we do have a story written by a grade schooler. It is actually the continuation. It is part 2 of the story that we started 2 weeks ago. We did take the 4th of July week off. We announced that on the last show. Had a couple people say, oh, we weren't able to listen to your last one. And I'm like, 2 weeks ago? And they're like, no, this last week. We didn't do one because it was a holiday. We announced that. So clearly you didn't listen to 2 episodes. You're right, we didn't.
I have a problem, Houston.
Do you need a password?
No, the story's disappeared.
You close the story? Oh, all right.
Where is it?
Well, here, I'll tell you what. Why don't you talk about your stuff? So one of the things, we'll read that here after a minute. I'll hand you my tablet, and it's loaded up on my tablet. You can just read it from the tablet.
Oh, okay.
So, but Pat has been working on some books of his own, some stories of his own, and I thought it would be a nice way since we're doing a welcome back, Pat, we'd give him an opportunity to talk a little bit about what he's been doing.
Well,
no, not a whale.
What? Well,
there you go.
Well, it depends on what part of Texas you're from.
That's true.
Okay. So I don't know if anybody out there remember I was doing, I've illustrated a book for an author here, which is a fantastic author.
Yeah, because now mind you, this is the same author that donated all the books when we had the stories come in from an entire, from 2 grade school classes in Montana, Eureka, Montana.
Yep.
She donated books, like coloring books. There were story, English and Spanish coloring books.
Papa's Magica.
Yeah. And,
The magic potato.
But she donated those and the crayons, and so we were able to send that out to those 2 classes as a thank you gift. So it's the same author.
Yeah. Elaine Ambrose.
Yeah.
And you guys could look her up. She's an award-winning Amazon author, and she's been getting awards like crazy, but she's got some fantastic books out there. But I was blessed by meeting her through Drew, so double blessing.
It's all in who you know.
That's right. Hey. But yeah, there's a book out there called Gators and Taters, A Week of Bedtime Stories by Elaine Ambrose, illustrated by Patrick Bachnick. And these are the book, and if you can see it, whoa.
I can see it. Yeah, it looks good.
Anyways, Amazon.com, you can find it.
And it's available in audiobook format on Audible, iTunes, and Amazon.
And I know the guy that helped her do that.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm also working on a couple
kind of a jerk.
Yeah. I'm working on a couple.
Pat also did the cover illustration for my book too, so we'll throw that out there.
Yeah. So,
oh yeah, we can show that too again. Here you go. Yeah, Pat did the cover design for my book. Great job. Awesome work there.
Thank you.
And he's been working on a couple other projects.
So yeah, I've got Elaine and I are working on a couple projects. The magic potato, the one that we
Papa Magica.
Papa Magica. I have redone the illustrations for her because it's part 2 or part dos of the Gators and Taters books with the illustrations. So the magic potato has been re-illustrated and
it's a cool concept. It's a book and a coloring book, but it's the same story in both English and Spanish, so kids can actually work on the Spanish side of it and the English and get to know what's actually being said.
Absolutely.
So it's a great concept.
That's how I learned. Mi tortuga tienes muy grande pantalones.
I'm sure it does.
So I'm working on a couple here. I've got one book here that she's going to help me get taken care of. It's called Caterpillar, and I wrote this one for my grandchildren. And,
it's a cool book, actually. I've enjoyed that.
Yeah, and so this one here...
The kids enjoyed it, I should say.
Yeah, I made a couple copies doing the whole Costco book thing because, you know, I was feeling generous and I wanted to have something.
And I wanted to give away a $20 book. You know,
yeah. And then another one that I'm working on is When We Were Young. This one here hopefully will be published. And then I just wrote another one.
Yeah, I actually really liked this one. This was cool.
This one is called There's a Monster in My Garden, or I Think There's a Monster in My Garden. And it's a story. It's a rhyming story. It's very short. It's 24 pages. It's got full color illustrations. And it's about a little boy's garden. And every time he turns around, a different monster is eating a vegetable or something out of his garden. And he's...
You know what's really cool is I'm actually getting ready to do a series of children's books.
Really?
About Brownie, our dog. Brownie Brown, the mischievous pup.
Nice.
So the adventures of Brownie Brown, the mischievous pup is what it's going to be.
Well, if you know, if you need illustrations, I know somebody.
That would be great. Can you give me her number?
Yeah, 1-800-KISS.
Right.
Your box and your box of crayons too.
So it's really cool. Pat's got some stuff coming up. It's really exciting. I'm excited to see that stuff hit and be on Amazon, and we'll have you in the studio so you can record your audiobooks. Don't do it out of your house, dude. Just come in here.
What, you mocking my cheesy little recorder?
No, your recorder actually works fine, but your room and everything, it is so hard.
It's correct.
I've been in communication. One of the publishers that I work with, because I work with multiple different publishers. They send me their authors that need to have their audiobooks done. And one of their authors is in Fargo, North Dakota.
No way.
Seriously, kid you not. And but she's trying to find studios, and they're so expensive over there. And she found one at a radio station. I'm like, it's not going to work. I was like, I've heard the radio stations. It's not going to work. And she's like, but it's such a good deal. Let's try it. And every time I'm hearing more and more stuff in the background. It's like they just can't clean up the background. And I hear the room. It's too wet of a room. It's not dry enough. I mean, it's horrible. It doesn't work. And It's kind of worked. I got it to the point where it would kind of work as long as they could kill the background noise, which they weren't able to do.
I kept getting cars and trucks driving by as I was doing audio.
And that's the thing. So you can't have that in an audiobook. This is one of the reasons why audiobooks are so difficult. You cannot have that in the audiobook. And so you need an extra person there to make sure that it's done right.
You didn't hear the truck, did you?
I did. So, but you need another person there to make sure that's done right. And I've got a booth and everything. I'm actually set up specifically to do them. So you might as well just come in. And you can do it in your pirate voice. And we're doing part 2.
I've already got it up.
You got it. Are you sure it's the right one? Trap Masters, Trap Quest. Yep. Part 2. Part 2. All right. So here it comes. It's been a while since we've had the pirate. I've had some people laugh and say that they enjoyed my more professional reading voice on some of these. I've had some people that said they really, really like the parrot, especially when it's Southern Belle. Southern Belle parrot has been the favorite for some.
Y'all.
But let's do some pirate. Let's have some pirate here. So
there's nothing more fun than pirate fun.
Aye. All right. Part 2.
Do. Well, hello, boys and girls. I'm back. The Trapmaster team was very smart. Snapshot was the leader. He was a water element. His power was to shoot water bows and arrows. Out of what? I don't know. All the teammates were Snapshot, Shortcut, Fire Slinger, and I don't know where he slung the fire from, Gill Grunt, Food Fight, and Trigger Happy. That's fine. Shut up. There are more elements in the Skylanders than the villains. The elements for the Skylanders are tech, water, life, undead, my favorite, earth, air, fire, and magic. I'm a magic one. You're a special bird, you are, aren't you? The elements for the Trapmasters are Snapshot, it's a water type. Shortcut is an undead type, zombie. Fire Slinger's a fire type, well, that's in the title. Gill Grunt is a water type. Food Fight is a life type. Well, nothing says life than food. Yeah. And Trigger Happy is a tech type. Now that you know about the team, I should inform you about the quest. All right, team. Which trap should we take to look at first? Snapshot asks, the Trap Master. We're in a camp spot right here in the middle of the traps. Locations. Yeah, okay. The team started talking at once. Okay, since I am the leader, I should choose the trap. Snapshot said, I choose to do the water traps. That doesn't seem fair. Shut up. The team laughed. What? What's the matter? Snapshot, I keep wanting to say Snapsnot, asked. Shortcut started to speak. Snapshot, you chose the one that is the same element as you. The team laughed again. At the end, for now.
That's actually funny because that ended perfectly with the audio file.
We aim to please.
We do. You aim too, please.
Yes. not on the seat, please.
Not on the seat. No.
And that's my stapler.
That's my stapler. So unfortunately, we again do not have a craft room set this week. I need to just hit back up with Jeff and make sure things are going good for him. I know things have been really, really crazy down there, and things have honestly been really, really crazy right here. So it's been a tough to get things to line up and work properly, but we'll get that figured out.
Yes.
We've got time.
We got time.
So, but yeah, that's basically
what?
So that's the show.
That's it.
That was it. I mean, yeah, that was.
Well, it looks like I'm getting to bed early tonight, boys and girls.
Hey. I try. It's almost 10.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's 9:54 p.m. here.
I guess it is dark. I thought maybe your blinds were shut.
No, nope. Yeah, the sun went down. Yeah, I had to get a new router. I found some stuff digging around. So Ant Honey, and I have been trying to figure some stuff out to do some games. And I finally got back on World of Warcraft. I'm like, oh, this is fun. Until I remembered, oh yeah, this is supposed to be subscription based. And I'm not going to pay an extra $15 a month to play a video game that I'm going to be able to play 1 or 2 nights a week at most. Oh. And so I'm like, well, maybe I did Diablo 3 when that first came out. Well, the laptop I'm trying to do this on can't handle Diablo 3. And so that won't work. Well, he found, okay, so get this. he found a modded Diablo 1. I don't know if this means Diablo is a game.
I know what Diablo is.
It's a mod that brings elements of Diablo 2 into Diablo 1. And so you actually get 3 extra classes. So now you can be a necromancer inside Diablo 1. And the crafting and everything from D2 came into it, and a couple other things. And so it's like a blending of Diablo 1 with Diablo 2 elements, and it's really cool. And so we got that, and so we're playing that right now, and it's actually really, really, really fun. It's a blast from the past. So I wouldn't mind doing just straight D2 though. D2 was good. I wasn't as big a fan of D3. Have you tried any of these?
No, I have not. I was just right now while you were talking to me, I was listening to you, but I was autographing this book for you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and I just realized that I would never make it as a doctor because my handwriting. Well, no,
it's too nice.
Well, no, it actually looks like a 5-year-old.
So that would make it as
Merry
a doctor.
Christmas.
I want to see. Let's see this. Hold on, we got this on the air. Is that a V or a Y?
Shut up. It says to Drewby, love Patio.
Love Patio.
And then I signed it all professional.
I know you did. I like it.
Yeah.
So it's a Y.
Well, so yeah, Drew's always been draw to me because Drew is
past tense.
Past tense.
I already happened.
Yeah. Draw is more now.
Right. Yeah. Draw is current.
So,
but I already happened. My time has already come.
Yeah, you was matriculated. He has been. I'm not even going to say.
Exfoliated.
Well, yeah. There's bits and pieces of you everywhere.
Oh my gosh, that's gross.
At the cellular level.
That's true. I mean, dust is primarily
in the wind.
Human flesh.
Dust.
Dried skin, and not necessarily human, but dried skin particles and things like that. Dead skin.
So yeah, we can
flip through the illustrations. This is good. I saw these because they were online, but it's totally different looking at them on the screen as they are actually on the
book,
paper.
Yeah,
it's nice. I like it.
Yeah, everybody needs to buy one. Tell them Pat sent you.
It says about the author. Did you get into Boot the illustrator?
No, because I forgot to give her my bio.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
dude.
She asked for it, and then she reminded me, and I forgot. So
your fault.
Biologically, I'm not in that book.
Coming soon from Mill Park Publishing, The Magic Potato, La Papa Magica.
La Papa
A bilingual story in English and Spanish.
Mi papa es muy
dude.
grande fuego.
That's awesome. Nice, I like it.
And my turtle has big potatoes.
I will say, so this is a week of bedtime stories. This we're looking at.
Well, see, the original book was a week of bedtime stories.
+1.
+1.
It was like
no, actually, it was +2.
No, it was 8. There was 8 stories.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Do you have the old book?
Yeah, I have the old book out there actually, and I
I
recorded them all. I recorded all of them. So, but yeah.
Okay. And so all the stories are have been uploaded to the.
Yeah.
So she's using all 8 instead of just the.
No, we used 7. She narrowed it down to the 7 she wanted.
Okay.
So, yeah. Anyway, so that's the show for the day. Thank you for listening to the last little banter here at the very end. Like your mustache. I missed the goatee though. It's coming back,
it's
right?
Hot. It was hot.
So I have my beard is still here.
Quit whining, or I'm going to shave my mustache off, and I'll tell my wife it's all your fault.
No, you won't.
I know.
She wouldn't care.
I've been plucking them out one at a time. The older I get, the easier they come out.
I know. Oops.
It's funny. Speaking of mustache hairs, did you know my wife at one point she ran her hands through my chest hair one time, and she pulls out slowly, and there was one lone chest hair that had to be 6 inches long, and she named it Pablo.
Hello,
No,
Pablo.
not Pueblo. Pablo. And that one little chest hair that was about 6 inches long. I don't know what happened. I think because I noticed a few of the hairs on my butt were shorter, so maybe they just kind of worked their way out from my chest. So one night she's sitting there she's playing with Pablo, and she's stroking Pablo, and she's loving Pablo, and she's going, "I love you, Pablo, muy guapo." And then she grabbed him firmly and went, bam, and pulled him right out of my chest. And Pablo's never been back since. I've never been able to grow a chest hair that long.
I'm sure.
He'd been there a long time. Well, I noticed something. That when she pulled that hair out, my sinuses cleared up right away.
I'm sure.
So if any of you want to... have a chest hair over 6 inches long, and you want to name him Pablo, it's okay, because my Pablo's dead now. He's gone.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry. You're right. Play taps. All right. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for listening and being a part of the show. We've had a couple people comment through, so thank you. We really appreciate that. You're why we do this. But also thank you to our Patreon supporters.
We love you.
We love you long time. And you guys are really the
longer than Pablo.
Yeah. You guys actually are the people who give us the ability to be able to do the show. There really is a lot of work that goes into this. So thank you guys so very much. It's a great help.
And if I haven't said it, Anthony, I love you, brother. Thank you for filling in for me. You've been fantastic, and hopefully we'll get him in here and we'll do a trio.
There you go.
Yeah,
the three amigos.
We'll do the three amigos, but we will not call it a threesome.
No, that would be wrong.
No, that would be really wrong.
That'd be very wrong. Yeah. Kind of gross.
Kind of.
That's you. I'm. Yeah, you. I'm just gonna leave it as that.
Sign out, will you?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, thanks guys so much. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
So long.
Thanks for listening to Classless Chat with your hosts, Drew and Pat. Be sure to listen again next time. You never know what these two are gonna say.